Shortly after 1 a.m. one morning in February 2024, police in Daytona Beach, Florida were stopped inside a Wawa convenience store by 24-year-old Jasmine Baker, who said that she had cut her partner, 23-year-old Kristen Phillips, during a fight at their apartment. The officers and other emergency responders went to the home where they found Phillips face down in the living room. Efforts to revive her were unsuccessful, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. Shortly before 2 o'clock in the morning, Baker was arrested on suspicion of second-degree murder. During her conversation with investigators, she said that Phillips had recently moved in with her and that their relationship had proceeded to deteriorate. On the night of the stabbing, the two were fighting over text messages and because Baker wanted to kick Phillips out. Records show that police were called to the residence 3 times in the hours leading up to Phillips's death, starting roughly 12 hours before the incident. Officers initially responded to a reported verbal altercation, only to return hours later in response to Baker's request for help removing Phillips from the home. Baker called 911 for a 3rd time shortly before 8 p.m. and once again asked law enforcement to remove Phillips from the apartment. Later that night, Phillips reportedly showed up at a friend's house where Baker was hanging out, leading to yet another argument between the two women. They drove home to continue the disagreement in private, leading to the altercation that resulted in Phillips's death. Baker claimed that the victim had prevented her from leaving, prompting her to try cutting out a 2nd-story window screen with a large kitchen knife in an attempt to escape. She later told police that Phillips approached and said, "Let me help," prompting her to slash her girlfriend in the neck. Before going to the police, Baker left the house and visited a friend who claimed that the suspects had told a much different story than the one she gave to police. In February 2025, Baker was found guilty as charged. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison with credit for nearly 400 days of time served.